very awesome to see. My editor's doing a great job. Back to it. I'm gonna check in with him in a few minutes after I'm done with my morning routine and such. But great way to wake up. So yeah, usually walk in there. Now I'm gonna head back over here and start getting my coffee ready. Alright, I figured I'd actually show you guys how I do meditation, and it's really basic. I use an app called Medito, and I just go to the 10-minute setting and I click start, and then after that I just keep my eyes closed and I do my visualization for 5-10 minutes afterwards. So it really is that simple.
Welcome. Gently close your eyes and take a few deep breaths.
Alright, so spent around 21 minutes, I guess, here in focus, and yeah, you guys kind of just see me ramp up for the day, just filling out all my data. I've been hitting my stuff as usual, so that's really good. Show you guys the task list. I actually wrote this last evening, but I have my workout there. I also have my goal, which is to add an intro to the vlog along with revamp the series to Road to 1 Million instead of Monk Mode, which I thought of yesterday, and you guys probably see the intro on this video right now, or you definitely do, because I'm about to do it, and I'm gonna put it on yesterday's video, and then I'm gonna have to go through and change all of them, which is okay because my editor's already working over here, and then I'm gonna edit a client video, and hopefully by the time I'm done both of those two, my editor's gonna be done and I can log on and start editing myself. So pretty good handoff here. I wanna get a run in addition to my workouts today, but we'll see if the editing schedule permits that. And the last thing I have for you guys is I think my coffee today is gonna be extremely disgusting, so I'm gonna take a sip. Honestly, it is, but not as bad as yesterday. Yesterday's coffee was actual, like, swamp liquid. So, alright. Gonna get to it, and yeah, that means taking the SD card out of you. Alright guys, I have to jump on my phone here because I have a problem that I wouldn't usually expect and did not account for. So, you can see here, my laptop has been exporting for the last, I don't even know how long. And it's been working off of my SD card because I don't have enough storage left on my laptop because I'm housing my business channel video on there. Next issue, my editor is working on my computer. So I can't use my camera for anything because my other SD card I leave full with all the stuff that I need in long-term storage for my video. My laptop is useless because it's exporting, and my computer, I can't use any of my devices outside of my phone. So I guess I'm gonna sit down outside and read, but I guess maybe if you don't like the time lapses, this is a great thing because you're not gonna get one. Keep you guys updated. Okay, so the vlog finally just finished uploading. I actually edited my client video as well, but I can't export it because I need him to send me something that he talks about in the video. I have one more client video to do for today, but I want to re-watch this vlog because it's an hour long, and I swear there's gotta be some unedited footage or like some kind of mistake. I have no clue how it's that long. I doubt it. But I will see. Yeah, almost 10 a.m. And to be honest, I'm not editing my main channel video right now, which is the main priority, so I'm not sure whether I'm gonna consider this like a successful morning. It is being edited, of course, just not by me. So what I'm gonna do now is, my editor hasn't really moved anything for like 15 minutes, so it's his kind of evening time. He should be winding down for the day. So I think I'm just gonna finish this next client video, then kind of just hop on and take over. And then we do our team meeting, and then I've got another call, and then the rest of the day is in my hands to do with it what I want. Okay guys, I have just some context. I have absolutely no clue what time it is right now. There are some context clues as to what time it might be, but I haven't opened my devices or anything for the last 5-10 minutes, and I just woke up from a nap. However, I predicted yesterday that this was going to happen. Today is kind of not been a wash, but it's been interesting because I finished my morning work, and then I finished my afternoon meeting, and then I got a little bit more just finishing work done just because stuff was rendering, and I almost just fell into completely being paralyzed, unable to do anything, and because of that I kind of just fell asleep I fell asleep napping with the covers not over me, and I imagine at some point I found myself under the covers, and I now woke up. And the reason this happened is because yesterday I had a massive day of energy exertion. So even though I might have slept 8 hours, it's funny how the body works. I slept 8 hours. I don't have any sleep debt built up that I know of, and usually my sleep debt takes more, like it accumulates on the 4th day, not the 3rd day. So that would mean tonight I'd have the issue. However, I don't think I have much, but I just automatically need to sleep for this undefined period of time to get me to wherever time it is right now. I still don't know. And yeah, it's just a reminder. As good as things can be going great, they're also going bad, in that, like, I don't really consider it going bad for that reason, because I knew that was going to happen, but it is another thing to actually deal with it and watch it kind of destroy the other things that I wanted to get done for today. And there's something else that's on my mind right now. It's a hard decision that I have to make, but I think I know the answer to, as I have spent a little bit of time just thinking about it, and I have to go and now do that, which I've weighed the emotional aspects of it, but I've also weighed the pro and cons from a logical standpoint, and I think the decision that I'm going to go with is the best one, the one that removes the feeling of regret minimization. That's Rob the Bank, actually, funny enough, talks about that, and that it's a concept popularized by Bezos. I don't know where he got it, but it's pretty much just optimizing for the decision that you'll regret the least making, and I will definitely regret the least betting on myself. So time to take another bet on myself, and yeah, I'm gonna get back to my desk, and just by making this decision today, I guess it will have been a productive day. And then I'll maybe update you guys with what I actually plan to do, because I have energy now. However, one thing I know is that I should be asleep, or soon heading asleep, if I was on my normal schedule. So I want to see what I can kind of do to still balance my energy workload, and then also, just update you if I'm going to be working at night, pretty much. I'm not going to overcomplicate it. So that's the update. And again, if you have no clue what I'm talking about when I say you have to conserve your energy biologically to be able to actually get work done, go watch the rant at the end of yesterday's vlog. I talk about how you should only be going to 80% every single day, and how that's how people actually stay hyper productive, is just having a highly efficient 80%. And yesterday I went 140%, and I'm feeling the impact of that. So sucks, but it is what it is. So I'm now going to deal with the consequences of my own decision and actions. Alright guys, I just did it. I just made a decision that it's a decision. Whether it's going to be the right decision just comes down to myself and my ability to execute. So I'll be honest, bittersweet feeling. It's sweet knowing that I have the opportunity to kind of make things better when it comes to the system and just my videos on the main channel and my videos overall, but bitter in the sense of I didn't think I was gonna have to do it this way. So, charge it to the game. I spoke about this with a client today, is there's a human part of you as an entrepreneur that feels emotion and all these things or whatever, but you also have to be calloused by sorry, I'm getting a phone call right now. I will take this back with you guys after. Hey guys, a little hat switch because I'm going outside and I don't like wearing a hat outside that says 7-figure creator. It's like, yeah, I'm a walking target. Anyways, hard decision, kind of pulled off. What I was saying, you have a human side, you have a callous side, and there's one thing that I've learned in entrepreneurship is that there's always going to be problems. Kind of the same way as like when you study history, the only common theme is that nobody ever knows what's going to happen. I got that from the Psychology of Money. That was a great one. I say that because there's a part of me that like I don't think I've told this story before, but I've had to fire $40,000 a month worth of team members in a single 2-day span before. And I've had to do some stuff as a boss business owner that, dude, you don't you feel subhuman doing that, right? And you also just feel like a piece of crap to a certain extent too. And the thing is when, and this is something that I always try and make clear, whenever you have to let somebody go, it's always your fault as the entrepreneur, right? You have a fiduciary duty to make sure that they come in and see success in your organization. And if they don't, you shouldn't have brought them into your organization. So even if it's something to do with them and maybe something out of your circumstances that you couldn't initially predict, it doesn't matter. And that's something that is a comforting lesson, because when I go into a tough conversation like that, I always feel a bit better when I know yo, you might have done Like, you might have not lived up to the expectations that etc. we set together. However, I can't necessarily blame you for that, and me taking it out on you doesn't solve the problem for anybody. So the way that I always frame it to myself is, I first off find out where I screwed up. Like, what in the process did I overlook? And in this case scenario, without revealing too much, as a creator, what I overlooked is just how quickly I have grown. Not necessarily as a channel, even though those results did come, but more so as my video production quality continuously ramped up. In my mind, I was like, all right, I want to master every single part of YouTube, and there's no reason why every single part of my YouTube shouldn't be able to look like a $1 million set video and genuinely be like some of the best content in the world. I obsessed over thumbnails until I can say now, my crime board thumbnail style, like, I see it sometimes when I'm just like scrolling YouTube on other accounts and stuff, or when I look at my own profile, and I look at it sometimes and I'm like, holy crap, that's actually really good. Not to self-glaze, but what I mean is that those thumbnails are not easy to make, and I say that because I've watched people try and replicate it and not do good. So that's an example with thumbnails. Same thing with like set and scripting, is I looked at the top sets of guys like Iman, and I thought to myself, how can I do it better? And I think that with this multicam setup I'm gonna have on the next videos and going forward, I can genuinely say I am maybe not besting, but I'm at least matching the quality bracket of him and those top level creators that are getting millions of views. And you look at people that make the doc styles, like guys like, why is his name blanking me? Johnny Harris, guys like, James Johnny, like all these guys. Even if you look at like the streamer, super high quality videos, a guy like Golf Cart, which, dude, I love your videos. You should respond to me. I wanna talk with you if you ever see this. But those guys only use single cam shots. So by having like a triple cam shot and a physical crime board, I think I'm matching on the thumbnail aspect and the set aspect. When it comes to hook, I mean, there's no necessary way to quantify that. I write so many hooks and scripts that I think I'm pretty good at it. And this is not like me saying I'm at the highest level of YouTube or anything. I'm not. Obviously my views reflect that. Like 100K views is nothing. And a guy like James Johnny, like he's getting like millions of views on every single video, or even like all those other guys I mentioned get a lot more views. So I'm nowhere near their level in terms of actual video. And I got all the other elements to a place that I'm really happy with, where the glaring flaw on my video is just the way that I'm taking the raw files and turning it into the final product, so the editing. And I have an image in my head of what the editing looks like, but I don't know how to pull it off. And I've tried working with my editor, paying other editors, and getting quotes from every single person I know that does content, and nobody has been able to understand the ethos, but maybe the ethos, but not the execution of what I'm trying to do. And I don't mean this to be like, again, like a pretentious creative, because it's not that. What it is I have not done it, so I can't simplify it. I imagine in a year from now, I'll be on to the next crazy thing. I bet that already. But this problem of the production quality I have in my head right now, I'll watch batch this and I'll be like, oh, that's simple. We've got that solved now. We've simplified it. Another person's doing it. But I have been continuously rewarded in my journey as a content creator for learning skills to kind of be like a one-person content army. And this is a situation now where I've learned Premiere. I think I know my way around it pretty well. I've not learned After Effects, and I kind of just need to kind of get the two working for me so that I can make super high level editing. And then once I'm able to edit a video that I want in the way that I want it, I will then be able to go to somebody else, an editor, and show them how I do it and have them take their creative spark out within the parameters that I've set. But right now I can't expect anybody to meet my vision without me being able to do it myself. And that's been like a constant fringe point for me or tension point is I'm not illusioned of the fact that like I can't expect somebody that doesn't spend 100 hours doing research and all this stuff to get what I'm trying to do with these videos. I don't expect them to. But I also, it gets to a point where like I still have to enforce what my standard for the quality is. And I've been kind of letting it slide because I've had other things in my YouTube game to work on. But right now the biggest thing missing in my videos is just the editing. The editing being like at the way that I imagine it will take my videos from the quality that I'm at now to I think like 1 million view quality if I can really master the editing part of the process. So that's a big caveat because editing is such a massive part of it. I have like so many theories. I really don't think editing is as like editors are as abundant as people say being in the content game, right? Like I have a great editor and few and far between, and even with him, like this is something that's tough for me because I can't expect him to nail the style that I want if I can't do it myself, because just by directing it, it's like this constant battle and it's just not worth fighting compared to me just learning how to do it myself because I know the insight I'm gonna get. That's why I started learning Premiere, and that's been literally the way that I see my videos is so different now. Right? I just used to like raw file, like send it to the guy and he does like his little thing to it. And I might give instructions in frame. But now actually seeing the timeline, seeing how it puts together, it gives you a whole different perspective for just how good you can actually make it. Right? Like learning Premiere and these editing softwares, it taught me kind of not to settle when it comes to the creative vision of something, because you can really pull off anything. So I have no excuse to make amazing videos, and that's what's tough, but I'm working through it. Because I just made that kind of like tough call, I'm going to have a little bit more of a chill evening. It is what time right now? It's later because I woke up at 8:30. It's 10:30 right now. So usually I'd be in bed by now, but as you guys know, I have a bunch of extra sleep. I have to figure out if I'm going to still be waking up at 5 or whatnot, or I'm going to like jump on my computer and start working and editing again. I might take like a power nap, get up at 3, do some crazy sleep bending stuff because I have now a sleep surplus. I have to decide, but I'm going to go eat pizza with my mom and just kind of take my mind off this for just a little bit, and then I'll come back and kind of re-immerse myself, because now I have to edit my entire video and there is like nobody else touching it but me. So it's gonna force me to get the style that I'm after down and yeah, become the creator that I want to be in terms of my videos. Again, very excited. Bets like these are the ones that pay off. So future me watching this, good shit. Glad at you for pulling this off. Holy crap. But yeah, it's so interesting to document my life. Like I changed the series name to Road to 1 Million today, and it's so funny. The videos have like 5 views each. Maybe that changes and whatnot in the future, because it is a series, so people will binge it. But yeah, like each video gets 5 views, and I'm on like day 70 whatnot of this, and it just comes down to the point where it's like, of course this is like a long-term play and all this stuff of, for my personal brand, it's probably the most undeniable asset that nobody's ever done it before, if it works, which I know it will just by not quitting, funny enough. But it really does require like a certain passion for video, because I will say, like, I look at people who might be running another business, somebody who's maybe a trader or runs like a more traditional agency, and just like the aptitude to want to put yourself in front of a camera as much as I am, like I literally put almost my entire day on camera unless I am really going through something. And it's funny, when I'm really going through something, I take out my camera too. It's kind of when I'm in that middle phase, like after the meetings where before it cut to my nap, kind of things just go to crap. But when my days are scheduled and regimented, you see everything that I do in the day. And yeah, I just don't think other people that don't make videos for a living have the ability to put themselves in front of a camera that much. And I mean, if somebody does, I'm so like, congrats to you. But I look at everybody else that does like a series as an entrepreneur where they document daily or pretty frequently what they're doing, and they'll just do like a 2-minute end of day rant, and that's the video, right? They won't like actually like show like, hey, here's what I did today, as they're going through it during the day, like when they wake up, all this stuff. And I think that's what's valuable. Like, I look at people I'm inspired by, and dude, if they had a series where I could like see what they're doing on a day-to-day basis over an extended period of time, I would love it so much. It's the same way that like if I was a gym bro, I'd love Sam Sulik's content, because I mean, he's literally showing every aspect or most aspects of what he is doing to achieve the results. So if somebody wants to emulate what I'm doing for content and kind of the journey that I went through, I keep almost falling off my skateboard. Maybe I'm destroying you guys' ears with that. I apologize if I am. But I can just go and say like, oh, go back and watch my stuff. It's all here. You can see, like today when I made the decision to go all in on myself with editing. Well, I made that decision a while ago, but now I'm really like all in on it. Or you can see when I built my set. You can see when I got my first big videos. Like, you can see it all. And I've been in this game for some time now. Like, not everything's documented. You can go back on my other channel and see my videos from 2.5 years ago. But extend that over a long enough time horizon, and it'll all be a blur in 5 to 10 years from now anyways, right? Like, all I'll care about is that I started today. That's all you can do. So, big yap session, a little 16-minute yap attack. Holy crap, sorry guys. I don't even know if anybody ever makes it these far. I feel like I really feel like this is just me talking to the camera at this point and nobody gets this far. But anyways, I am going to do that, and maybe I'll turn the camera on again and give you guys another update, but no promises.